Salamanca City Central School District is located along the beautiful Allegany River in the southern tier of western New York State. The city of Salamanca is located within the Allegany Indian Reservation of the Seneca Nation of Indians. With a city population of just under 6,000, the school district serves 1,297 students, of which 37% are Native American. This unique situation, with a city school district that resides within tribal territory that services both Native and non-Native students, presents the ongoing challenge for our Native students to walk in two worlds. With a very small number of Native American educators within the school district, and many educators unfamiliar with Seneca culture, there is a strong need for ongoing professional development resources. Through the support of the National Association of Federally Impacted Schools, the Resource Guide for Teachers of Longhouse Students and Families, created by Mrs. Rachel Wolfe, is a valuable resource for new and seasoned educators alike and ensures a deeper understanding of our students and respect for traditional Longhouse ceremonies. I'm
Rachel Wolfe. I teach Seneca language and culture here at Salamanca High School, and I also co-teach a Seneca history class. I created this resource guide originally because I've been teaching here at the Salamanca School District for, this is my 13th year teaching here, and over the years I have been asked a lot of questions and have been the go-to person for people to ask questions about our Longhouse ceremonies, and also about culture in general and how teachers can connect to Native students.
Did you find it yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm getting ready to write it down.
Okay.
Hey, Miss Hill, I wanted to remind you that I'm going to be out for Longhouse next week.
Thank you for reminding me. I appreciate that.
Yep.
I wish teachers understood the importance of attending Longhouse. Longhouse is very traditional and it's a way of life. It means it's a part of who we are. It's not just skipping school, it's actually attending something that matters. And it means a lot because our culture is struggling to survive. Like, we basically do live in two worlds. We still have to go to school, we still have to excel, and at the same time we're trying to preserve our culture. And I just wish that teachers had more respect for students that are missing school, because they're missing school for an important reason.
Hi, my name is Joseph Monahan. I'm an instructional coach at Seneca Intermediate and Salamanca High School. I've been here for roughly about 2 years now. Prior to this, I taught in rural Alaska. I spent the majority of my career working primarily with rural Native Alaskans and Native American student populations. I actually came here for that reason. However, I've never actually, though I've lived in this area most of my life, I've never actually worked with the Seneca and Onondagaon people. So being here, it was kind of an interesting situation, not really knowing too much about the culture, the language, and the people, which is why as soon as I got here, I was afforded the opportunity to take a number of Seneca culture classes, work with Rachel Wolfe, and read her guide to learn a little bit more about, again, the culture, the language, and more importantly, the ceremonies and the time frames for them, and to kind of see how they impacted the educational culture and the frames of how they fit into the public school education.
As a result of our work educating staff members on respecting and preserving Native American culture within a city school district, Salamanca Schools recently hosted an exchange group of school administrators from Brazil who observed and interviewed our Seneca teachers and school leaders.
One thing that I wanted to make sure that people understood was that our ceremonies do not occur at the same time every year, that they revolve around what's going on with the earth, and the earth tells us when it's time for us to have certain ceremonies. So from year to year, you're not going to have a ceremony that's going to happen on the same time every year, and that Mother Earth tells us that. And so the whole idea behind giving the timeline of our ceremonies was to showcase that that those dates will never be predetermined. But here's a roundabout idea of when certain ceremonies occur throughout the year. So that was meant to be informational, and then kind of a general idea of what the ceremonies themselves are. Then I get into more of a historical perspective as to why the ceremonies are sacred and why they are private, and why the importance of our youth attending them are.
Some ceremonies can last for 10 days, and it's up to us students to catch up on work. There's been times where they don't understand why we were gone for so long, and they expect us to catch up the day we get back. And we need help because we don't understand the topic. Like, we need help with the teacher, and sometimes they're not willing to help because they just don't see the importance of why we weren't at school.
If they attend ceremonies, or if they're not, or if they do not, all of that is really important for a teacher to take away from what they're going to learn, and ultimately building a connection and relationship with the students. And that's what's going to be better for the overall atmosphere, the environment here in the school. And I encourage other communities, other districts to do the same thing as far as learning who your community is, and those relationships can get better when that mutual understanding and respect is there.